Welcome to your Tee Time Tip. I'm Terry Miskolczi, Director of Instruction for Brown Golf here in Bluffton, South Carolina. Today's topic, we're going to talk about how to read greens. How to look at breaks left to right, right to left. How do you go about figuring out how much break there is, and then the speeds that are necessary to take that break and put the ball into the hole. So let's go over to the putting green and let's talk about breaking putts, how to read them, and how to manage them when you're out on the golf course. Here we are standing on the putting green at Crescent Point, and I've picked a putt that has a break going right to left. Now we have to figure out how much break there actually is. And this is how I go about reading my line that I would like to take to ensure I have the opportunity to break the putt. So what I do first of all is I position myself where the ball is directly between me and the hole. So I get that line first. But the very first thing I want to do is I have to determine the distance that I have to travel. So once I have the distance in mind of how far, now I take a look. This putt has a little bit of an uphill. It's breaking a little right to left, but we want to know how far. So what I do is I'll get down, and for those who may not be able to bend all the way down, all right, we kind of get the ball right between us and the target, and then what I do is I start moving to the side, and I keep moving to the side and moving to the side, and I'm trying to read a straighter putt, because once I see the straighter line, that's the line I would like to travel on. And of course, when I'm on that line, I tend to take the ball. Okay, so here's my my ball position, and what I'll do, remember you always mark the ball. Okay, I'm not going to mark it today, but we usually mark the ball, so I'll just put the putter down looking at where it is that the ball was originally placed, and I'll take the line or the name of the ball, and I'll use this as my guide, and I take that line and I aim it on the line that I think that ball should roll on as a straight putt. Then as it gets up there, it'll start to move to the left-hand side. But once I've marked that, I keep my mark on the ground, so I'll just use my tee right now as a mark, and then I come over to the other side, and then I'll take a walk, I go behind the hole, and then I take a look at it from the other side. So now what I do is I look from this angle, and again, I walk over, I put the ball, the hole in this case, between me and the ball, and I start walking. And I start moving, and I start moving, and I say, this is my straight line. So this is a line I start to choose to allow the ball to start on line to move towards the hole. So the line I have marked originally, that's the line that I will choose to put the ball into the hole. Now the goal is, can I pick the right speed and the right length in my swing to end up with the ball in the hole? We'll find out. So when I get up here, I take another look, make sure that I'm in the right area, and so once I have that, now I am ready to make a putt. So I take my mark, I lift it, and I set myself up so that the putter face, the line on my putter, and a lot of putters will have a line on it, so the line on that putter is going to match the line that I've on the ball. My eyes are over the ball so that I can swing along my line, and now the determination is, what length of swing do I need to have in order to make that putt? So let's find out. Oh, just about. And that is how I read my lines, getting the right line, right break, to make most of, hopefully, most of our putts. But when I have this distance, which is about 25 feet, if we make 30% of those, we've done really well. So that's how we deal with breaking putts on the golf course. Talk to you next week.